So this is part, I think, 4 of the spring box collection system or spring development that I'm doing out here. So I've got my dam in, got some concrete on the back wall to help hold the structure. Still leaking a little bit on the bottom, but I'm going to pack some clay on the inside to help seal it up. I might be done with the concrete. I think I've got a whole lot in there. This thing's never coming out. I'm never going to be able to dig all that up. But I've got the 2 pipes at the bottom are both 1 1/4 inch, 1 inch and a quarter. And the reason why I did 2 is because 1 wasn't quite enough. One of them was not quite, wasn't keeping up with the flow of the spring, so I put another one in. I might actually back down the one that's closer to me to like maybe a 3/4 of an inch or maybe just 1 inch to, you know, back it down a little bit on this side. I'm going to leave the inside and the fitting the same, but that might help because right now I think it's actually a little bit too much flow. I kind of doubled it, you know, but basically these are going to be my like outports from the spring, and then it's going to go to the intake for the spring box. That's going to be the sediment trap. And I've got my standpipe right here with the T in it for the overflow, but I'll be able to open that cap up right there and pour in some hypochlorite if I ever need to shock the system or clean it out. Say I come up here and there's like a dead animal like right on top or something like that. I want to just kind of make sure everything's clean. I can put some hypochlorite in there and clean it up, disinfect everything. But basically, I'm going to be filling all the entire inside with gravel and rocks. I've got some bigger rocks right there. And like I said, I've got my outports here. Now, the kind of setup that I'm going to have, you'll see I've got an extra pipe coming out of the ground right there. That was the original pipe for my pump that was in here originally. And I've got it sectioned off right here, going all the way down here. I'll walk down here real quick. Show you what I'm doing. I'm going to make my own spring box, but basically one of these pipes is going to go into it. It's going to be buried down a little bit. It's going to go into the top of it. That's going to be the fill. And then there's going to be a pipe. Well, actually, both pipes are actually going to be going into the top of it. That's going to be the fill because it's coming from the spring. There's going to be another pipe coming out of it, and that's going to be going down all the way down the creek to the ram pump. And then, of course, there's going to be one more pipe inside of there. It's going to be plumbed in from the bottom to the top for the overflow. And I guess that's about it. Oh, I'm going to try to put the electric pump that I had, the sub pump, inside the spring box. I'm hoping with all the flow that I have going into it, and then the flow that's coming out going to the ram pump, I'll still have enough in there at all times to pump to the actual house. That was, maybe, because this thing is pumping out, it's pouring out several gallons a minute all the time, constantly flowing, so it's going to constantly be full. And then maybe, when we're using the dishwasher or the laundry machine, it might need, 10 or 15 gallons every couple minutes or something like that, So I'm thinking I'll have enough to work it out and have the actual electric pump inside the spring box. I think that'll work out pretty good. But I guess that's it for now. I'm just trying to show you in stages what I've got going on. Got lots more work to do. I've got the black plastic right there wrapped around. I think I'm going to keep the black plastic like this. So I'm going to have, covering around the entire earth wall. And then there's going to be gravel down in here, maybe a foot or two of gravel. Not, a whole lot, but definitely covering up all the water. And then there's going to be another layer of plastic on top of that. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I wanted to just kind of seal in the wall because it was kind of falling in a little bit. I don't want any more dirt in there. I'm hoping that'll seal it up. And then, like I said, rocks, plastic, and then dirt on top of that. And then the dirt's going to go all the way up to this level. So this whole thing's going to be like 4 or 5 feet underground. I mean, it's going to be pretty buried. But I'm hoping that'll seal everything in, won't let any contaminants in. And I guess I'll see you at the next update.